Hey guys, it's the Plum Dot here and welcome back to my channel for part 2 of the Loft House. Now if you guys haven't watched part 1 of the Loft House, I suggest you go and do that now. But for this part, we're going to be furnishing and decorating the loft bedroom, the art studio, and then we're going to take a little gander outside and work on the landscaping. Now before we get fully into this build, you guys, can we just talk about what a hot mess the bathroom ended up being in part 1 and how many different color changes that I did? And I also noticed that when I was going through and editing, I did pop back at the end of the video into the living room and change the chairs yet again. Like honestly, you guys, I'm so indecisive, it's ridiculous. But I'm gonna go ahead and blame my indecisiveness on being a Libra, because I fully think that indecisiveness is a Librian trait. So that paired with the fabulous tool of cast can make for a little bit of a headache, even though it is an absolutely amazing tool. So here you see me stealing some paintings from Eric Miller's inventory, and like I said in part 1, this is a completely CC free build. I just had Eric place those paintings down on a wall, take pictures of them with the photography skill that came with World Adventures, and then you've got a completely CC free build. So if you notice that door to the right of the bed up on the platform, that actually leads out onto a workable fire escape. So if you go down the stairs, you'll end up in the backyard, and if you go up the stairs, you'll be on the roof. Now I didn't add any furniture or anything to the roof, but I thought it might be cool if you added some furniture and maybe a bar, and you could have like really cool rooftop parties. So I'm just going through now and casting the bedroom, working on that armchair, and of course I go through 1,000 patterns. But at one point I sort of think that a cow pattern would look good, but then I remembered from part 1 that the entryway has a cow pattern on the chair, and I just thought that is way too much cow in one house. So I end up going with more of a solid color, and it is this bright, like, whoa, lime green color, but I absolutely love it. Like, look at the bedroom, you've got the elegance of the gold and the white bedspread, and then you've got that really loud lime green in your face colored armchair. And I just thought that was a really good precursor to the art studio, where a lot of the vibrant colors come into play in this build. So I just thought it created a really nice flow for the build. So the last thing that I need to do in the bedroom is lay down the lights. But before I lay down the lights, I actually am going to go through and recolor the walls and take forever to pick a pattern. I really did like this rose pattern, but I just thought it was too busy. So there I am changing it up yet again, and I actually end up with what's staring me right in the face. Like, I should always just go with my gut instinct and choose the first thing that comes to mind, which was the exposed brick. And I really like how it worked because it flows with the two-story living area, and it just creates like an all-around cohesiveness. So there I am placing the lights, and that is pretty much the bedroom complete. I have to tell you guys, I am so excited, like you guys don't even understand. Today's Thursday, and in 2 days on Saturday I get to go home. Like, I haven't been home in over a year, you guys. I am so stoked. I haven't seen my family, I haven't seen my friends in over a year. So I'm actually going back for my best friend's bachelorette party, and I don't think there will be any lap dancing classes for this party, because you know how awkward I am with those. But I think we're going wine tasting, and I'm looking forward to it. But you guys, I'm super stressed out. Like, I have not done anything to prepare for this trip. I haven't packed, I haven't shopped. Like, my stress meter is through the roof, and I really need to get my ish together. But anyway, I'm super excited. So back to the build, we've got that really massive like sculpting contraption, and I actually go in and delete that because I just thought it was too big and the back wall was really cluttered, and I just didn't like how it looked, even though it is a really cool tool. And so I end up placing those 2 armchairs, which look super comfy. Like, I don't know where they came from. I think maybe university life or 70s, 80s and 90s stuff pack, but I'm not completely sure. But they just look really comfy and cozy, and like a place where the artist sim could curl up with a cup of coffee or a book, and just like relax, and then maybe her little meow meow could join her on the other armchair. Wait, you guys, can cats even get on furniture? I seriously don't have a clue. I've got a confession to make, you guys. I haven't actually played The Sims since 2012. Yes, you heard it right. It has been 5 years since I have played The Sims. The last time I played, I was playing a sort of Legacy of Vampires in Starlight Shores, and I got bored after like Generation 10. So that's when I discovered the forums, and I went into the gift gathering and giving section of the forums, and I ended up sticking around for all of the contests, and I've never really looked back. I love to participate in building contests. They're so much fun. So I had a little bit of an idea for my channel, and let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Like I said, haven't played for 5 years, but I thought it might be kind of cool to start an LP, and it might be a little bit interesting to see somebody who genuinely doesn't know like how the game works or is forgotten, because it has been ages. So the shock surprise would be genuine, and it would be real, because I genuinely have no idea how this game works. I do have all the expansion packs and the stuff packs except for the Katy Perry stuff pack. Wah, wah. I'm sorry guys, I am so weird. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments as to whether or not you would like to see somebody who's not played the game in ages actually play, or if it would annoy the hell out of you guys and you'd be like, what is she doing? Like, what is wrong with her? That's not how it works. Epic fail, you're doing it wrong. Hashtag. So I'm just going through now and recoloring things and making sure those vibrant colors pop out. You've got the vibrant orange on the coffee table, you've got that lime green on the vase, and then the coffee machine is like this really bright yellowy color. And I really like how the armchairs work, where I've got the one patterned armchair and then the solid color armchair. I really like combining that type of thing together, and it may make the space look a little bit busy, but I love all the vibrant colors, and I think they just really meld well together. So I'm just going through and putting the finishing touches on the art studio, laying everything down, making sure that it all works, and recoloring the draft table chair, which I think turns out to be sort of an bright orange corally color, and I really like it. I think it really works with the space. So I'm just recoloring the walls, and here we go. Like, honestly you guys, this could be a drinking game. For every time I change the pattern of the wall, take a shot, and I guarantee you guys would be drunk. So I thought I might try the rose pattern again because it didn't work in the bedroom, but then I thought, no, my first instinct was right. It just doesn't work in this space. So I go back and I change it several different times as per usual, and at one point I end up with this sort of dark red color, and I really liked it, but just not for the space. Like, I thought the space should be sort of light and airy. So I do end up going back yet again and changing the wall patterns. Oh, and one of the things that I forgot to mention that's in the art studio is a stereo, which I think is perfect because I honestly think that music brings out your creativity. Like, you guys have no idea, when I'm building, I'm listening to Motown or 90s hip hop or 90s boy bands. Please don't judge me. So back on the wall covering at the moment, and I'm just going through the different sort of abstract patterns. And you guys, the abstract patterns are hideous, like the default ones. Like, honestly, who made those and thought it was a good idea? But I discovered that if you make the background white and then you play with the different channels, you can come out with some really cool sort of different patterns and make the wall coverings look really cool. So just laying down the lights, and that is pretty much the art studio that is done. Now before we jump outside, I'm just going through and putting a little texture on the walls, because I didn't like the flat white, and I really thought that it was kind of cool if the walls were sort of whitewashed exposed brick, and I just thought that gave the walls a little bit of texture. So here I am in the backyard, and the only thing that I really had to make sure that I had that the requester wanted in the backyard was the hot tub. So I do place that down first, and then you see me plonking down some of the furniture that I use. Now I have another confession to make. I absolutely hate landscaping. Like, it is my least favorite part of the build. It drives me absolutely mental. Maybe it's because I'm not very good at it and I just can't make a decision. Wait, surprise, surprise, I can't make a decision on anything. But I am super slow when it comes to landscaping, and I just have not a clue. So I keep practicing in hopes that my landscaping skills get better. But back to these sectionals. I did like the sectionals, but at the end of it, I didn't have anywhere to put them, so I do end up deleting them. But first, we're going to go through the pattern game, the plum dot pattern game. But I do end up using the pattern on the other seating. The final pattern that I choose, I do use it on the other seating, so it wasn't all a waste. But of course, couldn't make a decision, and I end up going back to one of the original patterns that I had. Now, I don't remember if I mentioned this in part 1, but let me know down in the comments, would you guys rather see my creative process, my creative crazy process on camera, or would you rather just have shorter videos where you just see the final product in the screenshots below? Let me know what you guys prefer, just see the wackiness of like what I'm doing, or if you guys want shorter videos. So everything's pretty much in place. I'm just going to go through and recolor everything, and then go through and place down the shrubbery. So I think I'm going to leave you with the plants, the trees, and the flowers, and in this video now. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that button. Don't be a plum stranger now, guys. Bye!